Okay, so I'm going to set up an expression here, some of our squash and stretch eyeball. Well, what I'm going to do is create an expression that automatically changes the scale of x and the scale of z based on the scale of y. And we do this by creating a mathematical formula. And it's very, very easy to create our expression. What I'm going to do is go up to my Window, Animation Editors, Expression Editor. I'm going to bring that up, and notice here we have the name of our object, which is eyeball, and the attributes on the right hand side here. And as I scroll down and click on each one of them, you'll see the selected object and attribute will show up down here, eyeball scale, because the expression we write has to actually be mathematical. So it has to be this attribute, which is eyeball scale y, equals something. So actually I'm going to make it scale x here. So I'm going to just copy that and paste it down here, and it's got to equal something. I've got to put in this channel for this object and this attribute. I've got to put what it's going to equal, and I've actually got a formula here that's going to give us our squash and stretch formula, and I'm just going to copy it. Control C and Control V. And what's happening here is eyeball scale of x, right, which is what we're controlling. Equals, sorry, actually I copied the equals. Let's delete that part there. 1 minus parentheses eyeball scale y minus 1. This is just a little formula that basically allows us to take away value from the scale of x when we add scale value to y, and add it when we take it away. So this is just the expression. You can copy and paste it from the Blackboard lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create. Now that actually creates the expression, and if there is a problem, let's say if I run in here and I add an extra parentheses, because it uses basic scripting syntax, if I click on edit, it will give me a little error down here, so you'll know that it's invalid. So let's delete that and hit edit. Okay, now this exact expression here, I'm just going to copy that. We're going to put that exact expression in the scale of z, and the reason we're going to do that is because now it's going to create a volume effect where it'll maintain its volume. Where we scale it in the y, it will add volume to the x and z, or if we scale it down the y, scale it up in the y, it will remove volume from that. But one thing I have to change here is that it is not eyeball.scale of x now, right? I'm making sure that I'm in the right channel. That's what screws up a lot of people when they do these expressions. They forget to change the channel they're in. So I'm going to make sure I type in scale of z and go ahead and hit create. Alright, now you'll notice over here that each of these channels has purple filled in, and that is to indicate that now it's an expression that is controlling that particular channel. Let's go ahead and hit close. So our scale of y here, I change that, and you can see how the scale of x and the scale of z are changing with it. And it's that simple. We've just created a simple expression that will now give us the squash and stretch effect that we previously had to manually animate, which was a real pain.